Complex as the Eagles prepare to take on the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters here on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial facing off for the first time this season. We'll play two today in a doubleheader. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagles Sports Network as we're getting ready to roll. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Carson-Newman, who will lead it off. Macy Hughes will lead it off at second base. At shortstop, number 2, Hayden Dye, the designated player, number 40. Macaulay Bailey at third base, number 42. Brooke Matazowski at first base, number 99. Brooklyn Lucero. In right field, number 4, Mary Vandergriff. Behind the plate, number 33, Kennedy Warder. In center field, number 14, Abby Martin. And in left, number 15, Trinity Brooks. It'll be Emma Frost in the circle for Carson-Newman. The Eagles will face off against Margot Van Elle. She is warming up in the circle as we speak. We're getting ready to roll, throw down, and we're ready to play some softball here in Harrogate. Eagles looking to stay hot, winners of 17 of their last 20 after starting the season 2-8. The Eagles have been on a roll as of late. Little rivalry midweek action. We'll talk about Emma Frost and her connection to Lincoln Memorial here in just a few minutes when she steps in the circle. As Macy Hughes will lead it off, Margot Van Elle ready to deal. The pitch is in for strike one. As Van Elle starts this game off with a strike, the count moves 0-1. LMU winners of 11 of the last 12 meetings between Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial as the Eagles look to get back on the winning side of things this afternoon as that one is taken low for ball one. Lincoln Memorial, a lot of success as of late, and Emma Frost was a big part of that. Regionals in 2019, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Hosted in 2019 and 2022 as Hughes takes a roller in the turf for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out here in the top of the first. Two balls and 1 strike the count. Van Elle looks home and fires. This one's fouled back. Count moves 2-2. So looking at the LMU defensive alignment, we'll get into the lineup when the Rail Splitters come to the plate. Katie Pizzuto at first base. Reese Vivrette at second. Gracie Palmer at short. Stella Dine at third, and Katie Tuggle behind the plate. Hughes ropes this one in the left. It's a base hit. As she takes a 2-2 pitch to left, and the Eagles have an early base runner. Here comes Hayden Dye. She's got a runner on board here with no one out. Dye steps in. She's had a good season up to this point. She'll step in the box. She fouls this one back. The count moves 0-1. Good start for the Eagles, getting off on the right foot with a base knock by Macy Hughes to start today's action. As Dye will step back in. A .432 hitter so far this year. 30 games and 30 starts for her up to this point. This being the 31st game of the season for the Eagles as she takes low for ball one. 38 hits, 8 home runs, 35 RBIs for Dye. Getting close to exceeding her 2022 total of 47. Here's the 1-1 from Van Elle. This one dribbled back up the middle, and it gets through for another base knock. Back-to-back singles to start it off for the Eagles. And runners on first and second for Macaulay Bailey. So Bailey steps in, runners on first and second, has a quick conversation with Michael Graves down the third baseline. She'll get in the batter's box to face off against Van Elle. An early RBI situation from Macaulay Bailey. As she awaits the first offering from Margot Van Elle. The pitch is low. Good block behind the plate by Tuggle to hold the runners at first and second as the count moves 1-0. Bailey, the reigning freshman of the year of the South Atlantic Conference, steps back in. The 1-0 is cut on a miss for strike one. Bailey hitting .378 so far this year. Hit .421 a year ago in 49 starts. He started 26 games this season. 10 home runs so far for Bailey, 35 RBIs to her total as she awaits the 1-1. Still no one out here in the top of the first. Bailey takes low. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, no one out. Brooke Matazowski on deck. Brooklyn Lucero in the hole for Carson-Newman as the Eagles look to get on the board early again, trying to reverse the trajectory of this series with Lincoln Memorial as Bailey ropes it to center. That'll get down. Hughes pulls up at third, Dye at second. And that's 3 straight singles for Carson-Newman, and the bases are juiced for the dangerous Brooke Matazowski.
Stepping up to the plate, number 42, Brooke Matazowski.
Matazowski, the transfer from Eastern Kentucky State, hitting .317 so far this year. Sack Player of the Week a week ago as she awaits the first offering from Van L. Bases loaded. Bailey at first, Dye at second, Hughes at third. The pitch is low, blocked again by Tuggle to hold Hughes at third. The count moves 1-0. Still nobody out. The Eagles with a chance for a big inning here in the top of the first. 3 hits already, 3 singles by Bailey, Dye, and Hughes to lead this one off. Here's the next offering. It's fouled off, and the count moves 1-1. Brooklyn Lucero on deck. Mary Vandergriff in the hole as the Eagles look to cash in at least a couple. Maybe looking to break this one open early. Did so against Newberry just a couple days ago in a run rule victory before dropping the next one 6-3. The Eagles' only conference loss of the season came at Newberry a few days ago as this one catches the top part of the zone. The Eagle fans did not agree with that one. As the count moves 1-2. The Eagles down in the count for the first time this afternoon. As Matazowski awaits, this one skips in for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no one out. As Van L looks home. She'll deal the 2-2. Matazowski takes down low, ball 3. Nowhere to put Brooke Matazowski here in the first. A 3-2 count. The base is loaded. Van L looking for a big out, number 1, but the Eagles not making it easy here in the first. The 3-2 from Van L. Popped up behind the plate. This one will get out of play. Matazowski fighting in the box again. The Eagles not going down easy here in the first. As we look at Van L's numbers, .473 ERA on the season, 77 innings pitched. As she'll deal the next payoff. Taken high, ball 4, and that'll walk in a run as Macy Hughes trots in to touch home. And the Eagles take the early 1-run lead.
Now batting, number 99, Brooklyn Lucero.
Base is still loaded, still no one out for Brooklyn Lucero. The righty Van L still looking for that elusive first out. She's had a solid season up to this point, an 8-5 record in 16 appearances, 13 of which have been starts. As here's the first pitch to Lucero, well outside, ball 1. Eagles looking to break this one open early. If you're just joining us, Eagles rip 3 straight singles to load the bases, and then Brooke Matazowski walks to score Macy Hughes. Now Macaulay Bailey on second, Hayden Dye on third as Matazowski stands aboard first. Here's the 1-0 pitch, a tying away, ball 2. Vandergriff on deck for the Eagles. Carson-Newman clad in its blue uniforms. The Carson-Newman logo crossing the middle. And Lincoln Memorial in its home whites. Van L looking home. 2 balls and no strikes to count. To Lucero. She'll take high and away once again. Ball 3. Van L struggling to find the zone here in the first. Maybe trying to pitch around some of the Eagle hitters with how things have gone so far. 20 pitches so far for Van L. As Lucero waits a 3-0. This one's low and away. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks, both of which score runs. It's 2-0 Carson-Newman.
Number 4, Mary Vandergriff.
Lucero takes first. Matazowski moves to second, and Bailey goes to third as we're going to see a quick mound visit. It looks like an arm trotting over the bullpen for Lincoln Memorial. Tough start for Van Elle so far. 3 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. 2 are total so far. While we have a second, let's talk about Emma Frost a little bit. She'll step in the circle for Carson-Newman. The transfer from Lincoln Memorial had quite the tenure with the Rail Splitters. She's a 2022 SAC Softball Championship Tournament MVP. And she was the Pitcher of the Year in 2021. So really a nice arm that Carson-Newman has added to its arsenal. And she's been exactly as advertised this season, 2.59 ERA. She had a 2.82 ERA in 19 appearances, 13 starts for her, 72 innings pitched, and 84 strikeouts. She had 3 straight seasons at Lincoln Memorial in which her total reached triple digits, her highest in 2022 with 235 strikeouts. She's got 658 on her career. So now Van Elle back in the circle. Mary Vandergriff steps in. Eagles lead by 2 here in the top of the first. Bases still loaded for Vandergriff with Kennedy Warder awaiting on deck. Abby Martin the hole. First pitch to Vandergriff. Taken on the outside edge for strike 1. Beautiful day out here in Harrogate, Tennessee. Slight breeze moving towards left center field. About 65 degrees here at first pitch. As Vandergriff awaits the 0-1 pitch. This one chopped left side, scooped up at the third. Throw home is skipped in off the chest of Tuggle, and Bailey will score. An error by the third baseman, Dendine. Smart idea to go home with it. But the throw skipped in off the chest of Tuggle behind the plate. Allows Bailey to come in and score. And now Vandergriff moves to first. Lucero to second. Matazowski to third. Carson-Newman's lead extends to 3 here in the top of the first. As Van Elle still looks for out number 1. Base is still loaded for the Eagles. As here's the first pitch to Warder, taken on the outside edge for strike 1. Carson-Newman baseball in action against Montevallo this afternoon. A doubleheader for the baseball squad as well. We'll take a look at that score here in just a little while. As the count 0-1, the pitch to Warder, low and in. Ball 1. Tough start for the Rail Splitters here on their home turf as the Eagles have come out swinging. 3 hits here in the top of the first and an error, a couple walks by Van Elle as well to give Carson-Newman this 3-run advantage. Here's a 1-1 to Warder. This one sliced right side over the dugout on the Carson-Newman side for strike 2. So Martin on deck, Brooks in the hole. That'll round out the first trip through the starting 9 for Carson-Newman. There hasn't been an easy out yet. Still nobody out here in the top of the first. As the train keeps moving for the Eagles. 1 ball and 2 strikes account to Warder. She'll take just outside. Ball 2. So not the start that Lincoln Memorial has come to expect out of Margot Van Elle. 2 earned runs, 1 of them unearned off the error by Dendine at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Pitch to Warder, fouled off. Nice job to fight that one off. Towards the right side, Abby Martin in the on-deck circle had to dance out of the way of that one as the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tuggle exchanges balls behind the plate, and Van Elle takes a step off the rubber before she deals the next 2-2. Base is still loaded for Carson-Newman. A chance to really open this one up early. Already leading by 3, no one out. And nowhere to put Kennedy Warder. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss up high, strike 3. That's the first out of the ball game for Margot Van Elle. As she gets bordered off or added up high. As Abby Martin will step in. Maybe a deep breath on the mound by Margot Van Elle, who really struggled to retire any Eagles in the early going. Again, 3 straight hits to start the afternoon, and then 2 walks to score 2. And then the error by Dendine at third made it a 3-0 ball game. Here's a pitch to Martin. The off-speed skips in for ball 1. The speedy freshman Trinity Brooks on deck for Carson-Newman. As Abby Martin stands back in, awaits the 1-0 pitch. The offering. High and away. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. With Vandergriff on first, Lucero on second, Matazowski on third. The Eagles looking for more here in the top of the first frame. As Martin slices this one right side and foul. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count moves. As Martin hitting .325 on the season. She started all 30 games for the Eagles in the outfield. As Van El looks home, deals a 2-1. This one popped up right side and it'll sneak out of play. Count moves, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Martin will stand back in. 14 RBIs so far this year and a chance to add a couple more here in the first. Van El looks home to Tuggle, deals a 2-2. Martin lines this one to short. It's caught. Throw back to third is in time to get the leaning Matazowski, and that's a big break for Lincoln Memorial. The Rail Splitters turn 2 on a line drive off the bat of Abby Martin. Matazowski caught just a couple steps off third. A bang-bang play at third base, but it ends the inning. The Eagles score 3 in the first. We'll head to the bottom. Eagles lead 3-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Party. Whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, ShopSeeingEagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials from pens to phone chargers are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit ShopSeeingEagles.com today.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Back at Dorothy Neely Softball Complex here in Harrogate, Tennessee. Ryan Wilkes with you on the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman surges out in front. In the top of the first, a 3-run advantage as Lincoln Memorial will have its first cuts of the plate. It'll be Reese Vivrette to face off against former teammate Emma Frost. We'll take a look or talk about Frost's numbers. At Lincoln Memorial, 4 years spent with the Rail Splitters and spending her 5th year with Carson-Newman. This one fouled off by Vivrette towards the left side. And the count moves, no balls and 1 strike. So Frost, 4 years spent with the Rail Splitters, talked about it a little bit. She totaled triple-digit strikeouts in 3 of her 4 seasons with LMU. She's up to 84 with the Eagles this year. As it's fouled off left side once again by Vivrette. Count moves 0-2. Vivrette leading it off. Anna Kate Riester on deck. Stella Dendine in the hole for Lincoln Memorial looking to strike back. Here in the bottom of the first. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Frost delivers inside and gets Vivrette on the elbow, and that'll put a base runner aboard for Lincoln Memorial.
Now batting for LMU, number 2, Anna Kate Riester.
Here's Anna Kate Riester stepping in. As Lincoln Memorial gets a runner aboard first. Looking back at the top of the first, the Eagles 3 straight singles to start it off and cashed quite a few in there in the top of the first. 3 runs on 3 hits. The line out to short turned into a double play to end the frame. First pitch is in for strike one at the knees. As Frost looks to bounce back after putting Vivrette aboard on the hit by pitch. Dendine on deck. Katie Pizzuto in the hole for Lincoln Memorial. As the right-handed Frost looks home to Warder behind the plate. Gets the signal and deals the 0-1. This one sliced left side and foul. Lincoln Memorial's been a little late on the pitches it's made contact with so far. 3 foul balls all to the left side. We'll see if Frost tries to change up speed or go back to the fastball here in a 2-strike count. Vivrette aboard first. No one out here in the bottom of the first. Carson-Newman holds a 3-0 lead. The 0-2. This one popped shallow center, and it'll get down in front of Abby Martin. Charging the third or second is Vivrette, and she's in safely on the shallow looper to center. So a base knock for Riester. Late jump by Vivrette. She was waiting to see whether it was going to fall or not, and it did, right in front of Abby Martin in center. So just like that, tying a run to the plate here in the bottom of the first. As Stella Dendine will step up. Righty-righty matchup here between Dendine and Frost. As Frost looks home to Warder behind the dish, and she'll deal the first pitch of the at-bat. It's taken high and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the Rail Splitters. Third baseman, Stella Dendine. First and second for Lincoln Memorial here with no one out. A base hit by Riester and a hit by pitch by Vivrette. This one's high, ball 2. Pizzuto on deck. Tuggle in the hole for the Rail Splitters here in the bottom of the first. Looking to get on the board after Carson-Newman puts up 3 in the top half of the first. The righty Frost deals the 2-0. That clips the inside corner for strike 1. Nice response by Frost on an inside fastball. As the count moves, 2 balls and 1 strike. The righty Dendine steps back in. Frost looks home. Deals a 2-1. This one's fouled off the glove of Warder. And the count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dendine's second year with Lincoln Memorial. Spent her junior year in Harrogate. 61 games she started. And posted a .343 average. Transfer from Florida Southwestern State. Here's a 2-2 offering from Frost. Popped up behind home plate and foul. Good fight by Dendine to stay alive. As a senior hitting .360 so far this year. 27 RBIs. Yeah, she readies to face the next 2-2 from Emma Frost. Frost takes a step off the rubber. As she now readies to deal the 2-2. Here's a pitch. She leaves it high. Dendine holds up as the count moves full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lincoln Memorial looking to create a little traffic on base of its own, as Carson-Newman had bases loaded for what seemed like most of that top of the first. A chance for LMU to do it right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a count, nobody out. A pitch from Frost, grounded left side, foul. Good fight in the box from Dendine. Again, a rivalry game here in the South Atlantic Conference. Both teams looking for a big win. Carson-Newman looking to win this one after Lincoln Memorial has taken 11 of 12 from the Eagles. The count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Frost looks home at Warder. Vivrette on second, Riester on first. The next 3-2 is popped up shallow right. Coming in is Mary Vandergrift. She calls off Macy Hughes and makes the play for a big out number 1. Tough battle between Frost and Dendine. And Frost comes out on top in that one. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's Katie Pizzuto stepping in. As Frost toes the rubber. And readies to deal the first pitch of the at-bat. Catches the inside corner for strike 1. No balls and one strike to Pizzuto, as she'll step back in the box. Runner still on first and second for Lincoln Memorial. The tying run is still at the dish for the Rail Splitters here in the bottom of the first. The pitch from Frost is taken low, ball one. So Emma Frost, her accolades go on in her time at Lincoln Memorial, 2021 South Atlantic Conference Pitcher of the Year, in addition to All-SAC first team, All-SAC second team in 2022. But she was a SAC softball tournament MVP as this one's fouled back. The count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. In 2023, she was a member of the All-South Atlantic Conference third team. And this year named to the All-SAC second team. So she's had quite the career for Carson-Newman, or for Lincoln Memorial, and now for Carson-Newman in her 5th year of eligibility. Here's the 1-2 to Pizzuto. It's swung and missed up high, strike 3. Pizzuto down on strikes, and Emma Frost responds with back-to-back outs. Her 85th strikeout of the season for Carson-Newman, and there's 2 away. Here's Katie Tuggle with 2 down. Runner still on first and second. Emma Frost looking to get out of this inning unscathed and keep Carson-Newman's 3-run lead intact. First pitch of the at-bat to Tuggle, taken high for ball 1. Carson-Newman riding a hot streak right now. Mentioned 17 of its last 20. After starting the season 2-8, Carson-Newman has bounced back a 9-1 mark in conference play, looking for its 10th conference win of the season, and its 11th, with a doubleheader against Lincoln Memorial. A 1-0 is in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Katie Tuggle with 2 down. As Frost looks home to Warder, gets ready to deal the 1-1. Runner still on first and second, and Riester and Vivrette for LMU. As the 1-1 taken high, ball 2. Again, we'll play 2. First pitch of this one about 1 o'clock. So the second one looking to get going around 3. As the count moves 2 balls and 1 strike to Tuggle. LMU looking for at least 1 here in the first to respond to Carson-Newman's 3. Here's a 2-1. It's fouled back, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frost looking to end the frame and leave 2 runners stranded after Lincoln Memorial got aboard with a hit by pitch and a hit to start the inning. Emma Frost has retired the last 2 on a pop-up and a strikeout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Frost looks home and deals. This is popped up down the left side, but it's tailing foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frost dealing to Tuggle, with Madison Henry on deck. Hannah Bogoski in the hole for the Rail Splitters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count remains. Runners on first and second for Lincoln Memorial. As here's the next 2-2. It's popped up again behind the plate. A foul ball. The constant between both teams in this first inning. No outs are coming easy. You're not seeing any 3-pitch at-bats, as both teams are fighting here early on in this ball game. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes as Frost readies to deal. Tuggle squares the bump and pulls back. She'll watch it high for ball 3. Count moves full to Katie Tuggle as Emma Frost looks to avoid any damage here in the bottom of the first. Eagles lead 3-0, but Lincoln Memorial with ducks on the pond, runners on first and second with 2 away. Full counter offering from Frost on the way. Popped up again and foul. Tuggle fighting hard in the box against Emma Frost. As now Kennedy Warder will trot out to chat quickly with Emma Frost in the circle. Still 2 down for Carson-Newman. We'll take a look at the Eagles' defensive alignment. Lucera up first, Macy Hughes at second, Hayden Dye at short, Brooke Matazowski over at third, and Kennedy Warder behind the dish. Mary Vandergriff in right, Abby Martin commanding the outfield and center, and Trinity Brooks, the freshman, in left field. So now Frost getting ready to go on the mound, or in the circle, excuse me, as the count remains full. Tuggle stands back in. Here's a payoff. This one line toward LMU's dugout and a foul ball. Tuggle continuing to battle in the box. Her fourth year with Lincoln Memorial. Out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Started all 57 games that she appeared in last year. Is having a solid campaign so far this year as well. 244 average on the year for Tuggle as she awaits the next payoff. It's fouled off once again. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes as Emma Frost in a long battle here with Katie Tuggle. This has been quite the at-bat as both Tuggle and Frost ready to deal with the next payoff. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a pitch. Outside corner called strike 3. Emma Frost wins the battle. And strands runners on first and second. Carson-Newman retains its 3-run advantage. What a job by Emma Frost to retire Katie Tuggle and end the inning. We'll head to the top of the second. Eagles still out in front by 3 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Doing food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. In the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Back ready to go for inning number 2 as the Eagles respond. After allowing runners on first and second to start the frame, the Eagles and Emma Frost retired the next 3. Emma Frost in quite the battle. She wins it, and the Eagles retain the 3-run lead. So Trinity Brooks, the freshman, will step in the box to face off against Margot Van Elle. As the first pitch is low for ball 1. One ball and no strikes to the freshman Brooks. She looks to continue what's been a nice freshman campaign for her. The next pitch is fouled into the glove of Tuggle for strike 1. So Brooks a .351 average. She started 21 games, appeared in 26 for the Eagles this year. As she washes low for ball 2. Once Trinity Brooks gets on base, she's certainly a threat. 16 stolen bases for her this season. As she awaits a 2-1 from Van Elle. The pitch is in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one out. The Eagles looking for more here in the top of the second. A really solid start offensively. 3 hits in the first. They got a couple runs out of it. As the next pitch to Brooks slapped through the left side and threw for a base hit. Trinity Brooks fights in the box, and she will get aboard with no one out.
Now batting for Carson-Newman, the second baseman, Macy Hughes.
Macy Hughes will step in. She got a base knock to lead off this ball game. She'll look to deal with Trinity Brooks on first. Brooks again, a stolen base threat. She's stolen 16 on the year as the first pitch to Hughes is down low for ball 1. Eagles looking to add to this lead as Lincoln Memorial did not go down easy in the first. A double-digit pitch at bat between Emma Frost and Katie Tuggle that eventually ended in an Emma Frost strikeout, her second of the afternoon. As here's the 1-0 to Hughes. She slaps it to right center. That's down in the gap. Brooks around second. Coach Graves is going to send her from third. She dives in safely at home. The throw was slightly offline, and Brooks avoids the tag, and the Eagles lead 4-0 on a double from Macy Hughes. What a piece of hitting from Macy Hughes to take it the other way to right center. It got down in the gap. Hughes was thinking extra bags all the way. She takes second, and Trinity Brooks, again, what a weapon. Her speed going from first to home to give the Eagles a 4-run advantage. Looks like a change may be coming for Lincoln Memorial. Looks like Margot Van El's day is concluded. We'll see a new arm for Lincoln Memorial here in just a moment, but the Eagles tally their 5th hit of the afternoon as Brooks gets one to start the frame. Hughes with her 2nd hit of the afternoon. As we will see a new arm for Lincoln Memorial, we'll let her get warmed up, and we'll talk about her on the other side here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at seeingeagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's seeingeagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Aslan Lupton on the rubber for Lincoln Memorial, taking over from Margot Van El as a freshman gets the ball in the circle as the Eagles lead 4-0 after the Macy Hughes double to score. Trinity Brooks all the way from first. The freshman out of Hope Mills, North Carolina, enters the circle. As here's Hayden Dye. 14.32 ERA for Lupton here in her freshman season. As Dye looks to work with Hughes on second base, the first pitch skips in for ball one. Nice start for Hayden Dye to her season. She's been hot. As has most of the middle of the order, that three of Dye, Bailey, and Manazowski, pretty deadly for the Eagles so far this year. Dye hitting .432, a team high. As she awaits the 1-0. This one grounded left side and foul.
Good idea.
Through 30 games, all 30 started by Dye. It's a career high average for her. After hitting .264 a year ago, she's up to .432 this year. 35 RBIs on 8 home runs. As a junior from Knoxville, readies for the 1-1. Lupton deals. It's chopped left side over the head of Dendine. Rounding third, coming home is Hughes. Dives will head for second, and that scores her up from second. Macy Hughes comes in, and the Eagles lead 5-0 on the second straight double from Hayden Dye.
Now batting the designated player.
Nice piece of hitting from Dye. Got enough of it to get over the head of Dendine at third. And the Eagles continue to roll here in the second. Macaulay Bailey will step in. Dye replaces Hughes at second. And Hayden Dye aboard second with the double as Bailey steps in to face off against the freshman Lupton. First pitch of the at-bat to Macaulay Bailey is chopped left side towards the Rail Splitters dugout and foul. Manazowski on deck, Lucero in the hole. Really not an easy out throughout this whole Eagles order today. As Bailey will stand back in. Again, the 2023 Freshman of the Year in the conference. We'll await the 0-1. The pitch is grounded towards the dugout again and foul. Not only the SAC Freshman of the Year, she was the SAC Player of the Year overall in her freshman season with Carson-Newman. Hit .421 in her first season on Mossy Creek. with 15 home runs, 67 RBI. She has 10 already this year. She fouls this one off her leg and from the plate on the off-speed. The count remains 0-2. Good job by Bailey to just get a piece of that one and fight it off. As we're here, top two, Eagles out hitting the Rail Splitters 6-1, and it shows on the scoreboard a 5-0 lead for Carson-Newman. Most recently an RBI double off the bat of Hayden Dye. After Maisie Hughes scored Trinity Brooks on an RBI double, and the Eagles rolling early. 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second. An opportunity for more here in the top of the second with nobody out. The 0-2 to Bailey, fouled into the glove of Tuggle for strike 3. Bailey down on strikes. Lupton gets her first punch out. As now Brooke Matazowski will step up. Dye still on second after her RBI double. Now Brooklyn Lucero stands on deck, and Mary Vandergriff in the hole for Carson-Newman. Matazowski awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. It's popped up high in the shallow infield. Pizzuto calls off. Vivrette makes a play for out number 2. So quickly 2 down for Lincoln Memorial. As Carson-Newman looks to cash in that run on second base, Hayden Dye standing there at her RBI double. As Lucero stands in, will face off against the righty Lupton. 2 down, runner on second for the Eagles. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat to Brooklyn Lucero. It skips in, nice block by Tuggle. She's done a really nice job behind the plate. Here in the first 2 innings, nothing has gotten by Katie Tuggle behind the dish. She holds Dye at second. 1 ball and no strikes to Brooklyn Lucero as Lupton looks home and delivers the 1-0. This one's popped up behind the dish and out of play. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike to the North Carolina State transfer Brooklyn Lucero. In 246 this year with Carson-Newman in 21 starts. As she awaits the 1-1. The pitch. Low and in, ball 2. Vandergriff on deck, Kennedy Warder in the hole as we work our way through the second trip through the Eagle order. Almost batted around in the first. As a count, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Eagles lead 5-0 here in Harrogate. As here's the 2-1 pitch, low and in, ball 3. Nice job by Lucero at the dish. The Loma, Colorado native made her way to NC State. Played 3 seasons with the Wolfpack and now her 4th here with Carson-Newman. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Lucero. She awaits the next offering from Lupton. 3-1 pitch. Dribbled left side, foul. Count moves full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lupton looking to escape what could have been another big inning. Still a couple runs here for the Eagles in a 5-0 ball game. But in both frames so far, more damage could have been done. A line out had turned into a double play in the first. And now back-to-back outs here in the second. Lucero looking to keep it alive and send it to Mary Vandergriff. Here's the next 3-2 pitch. High, ball 4. Good job by Lucero to hold off on the high heater. And she'll take first.
Mary Vandergriff.
Just let hit, Mary.
Here's Mary Vandergriff.
Come on, Mary. Let's go, Mary. Come on, Mary. Come on, boy.
She reached on an error in the first by Stella Dendine. That scored 1. As she awaits the first pitch of the at-bat from Lupton. That's well high. This one does get by Tuggle, and both runners will advance to second and third. Lucero to second, Dye to third. As the high fastball got away from Katie Tuggle behind the dish. Not much she could do there. Again, she's done a really nice job. Through an inning and 2/3 behind the dish. Has blocked up a number of balls in the turf. That time it just got over her head and allowed Dye to advance to third. And Lucero to second. 1 ball and no strikes to count to Vandergriff. As pitch is low. Another good block by Tuggle to keep it in front. Count moves 2 balls and no strikes. Warder on deck. Martin in the hole for Carson-Newman. Already 2 runs here in the top of the second. And 2 runners in scoring position. Lupton looks home. And deals a 2-0 pitch. It's a low, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Vandergrift way up in this count. First base unoccupied, but second and third covered by Lucero and Dye. Lupton readies to deal the 3-0 pitch to Mary Vandergrift. As she delivers. It's in for strike 1. Take all the way by Mary Vandergrift, wisely so. As Lupton finds her first strike of the at-bat. Vandergrift's fourth season with Carson-Newman. Hitting .286. 23 games she started and 24 appearances. As she awaits the 3-1. It's low, ball 4. Now the bases are loaded for Kennedy Warder. We'll see another visit here as it looks like Lincoln Memorial might be readying to get another arm up. As I don't believe this will be the end of Lupton's day, but still a visit here in the top of the second. The Eagles have done a good job working pitch counts and getting hits in this one. 6 hits so far. Let's check in on Montevallo and Carson-Newman on the baseball diamond. Back in Mossy Creek, again a doubleheader for the baseball team this afternoon. Hosting Montevallo. It's 5-3 Carson-Newman using a 3-run bottom of the 6th. They'll play 7 innings in both games. So Carson-Newman the bottom of the 7th, last chance, nobody out. And the Eagles will look to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. So we've got to get 2 runs or more. A good showing so far from Carson-Newman today in a 5-3 ball game. Here's Kennedy Warder as the mound visit concludes. Lupton back in the circle. Ready to deal the first offering to Warder. Bases loaded for Carson-Newman. The pitch to Warder catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Bases loaded with Dye on third, Lucero on second, and Vandergrift, who just walked, on first. No balls and 1 strike to count. Here's a pitch to Warder. A check swing, pop up right side, and it'll go foul over the Eagle dugout. Count quickly moves 0-2. Lupton looking to keep this game somewhat in striking distance for the Rail Splitters. Carson-Newman aiming to pull away early. It's 5-0. 3 in the first, 2 in the second so far for the Eagles, and a chance to add a couple more. As Lupton looks home, deals a 0-2 pitch. It's inside and low, ball 1. Abby Martin on deck. Trinity Brooks, who led off the inning in the hole. She led it off with a single, came around to score on a gap shot by Macy Hughes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Warder readies as Lupton delivers. It's taken high, ball 2. Nowhere to put Kennedy Warder here with 2 away with the bases loaded. As Lupton recently entering the game for Margot Van El, who tossed an inning in third. The Eagles got the start out of the game quite quickly here in this one. A nice job by the Eagle offense. Lupton delivers the payoff. Warder chops it left side and actually gets Dye on the thigh, who's charging home on the pitch. But she's all right. She'll trot back to third base.
He told her to run.
Warder hitting .273 this year. She started all but 1 game, 29 starts for the junior out of Harrodsburg, Kentucky. The transfer from Eastern Kentucky will step back in and ready for the next 3-2. Lupton looks home to Tuggle and delivers a payoff. Warder grounds it up the middle to short, flip to second, is not in time. Vandergrift uses her speed on a slow roller off the bat of Kennedy Warder. Palmer not quick enough to get the speedy Vandergrift, and it scores 1.
Abby Martin.
Good job, Abby.
See what happens when you get the bat on the ball. Warder able to leg one out as Vandergrift slides in safely to second. And Dye scores from third. Lucero moves over to third base. Vandergriff now on second with Warder on first for Abby Martin. 6-0 Carson-Newman here in the top of the second. First pitch from Lupton is high and away, ball one. A huge chance for the Eagles to really open this one up. Already 6-0 and bases loaded. For the 8-hitter, Abby Martin. One ball and no strikes to count as Lupton delivers inside corner, called strike one. One ball, one strike the count to the center fielder Martin, with Trinity Brooks standing on deck, Macy Hughes in the hole. Eagles looking to bat around here in the top of the second. Already matched their total from the first with 3 runs as Martin slaps this one to center, but right to Henry in center field for out number 3. Nice piece of contact for Abby Martin, but directly to Madison Henry in center. We'll head to the bottom of the second. The Eagles put up 3 more. It's 6-0 Carson-Newman here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to ShopSeeingEagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, ShopSeeingEagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit ShopSeeingEagles.com today.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at seeingeagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's seeingeagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Back for the bottom of the second, Carson-Newman surging out in front 6-0 with 3 runs in both the first and the second. It'll be Madison Henry to lead it off against Emma Frost. As Frost delivers the first pitch of the at-bat right down the middle for strike one. Righty-lefty matchup here between Frost and the left-handed Henry. As a count 0-1. The next pitch is lifted to shallow center, and it'll get down in front of Abby Martin for a base hit. Only 2 hits so far for Lincoln Memorial, both on soft contact to center field.
Next up for Lincoln Memorial,
As Henry is aboard for
Hannah
Bogowski. An arm warming up in Lincoln Memorial's bullpen. We'll see who comes out for the top of the third. It would be Lincoln Memorial's 3rd pitcher so far. As Lincoln Memorial with a base runner to start the bottom of the second. 6-0 Carson-Newman leads. Lincoln Memorial looking to strike back as the pitch from Frost. Taken high for ball one. Again, the Eagles and the Rail Splitters will play 2 this afternoon at Dorothy Neely Softball Complex. It's been a series dominated by Lincoln Memorial as of late. 11 of the last 12 have gone to the Rail Splitters. Carson-Newman looking to turn the tides on that. Next pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Bogowski. She'll stand back in, the sophomore out of Knoxville. Transfer from Roane State Community College. First year with Lincoln Memorial, she's hitting .284. She takes outside corner, called strike one. Again, this is a Lincoln Memorial program that has had a lot of success as of late. 2019 regional and super regional, same in 2022. regional in 2021 and 2023. So it's been a good stretch for the Rail Splitters as a 2-1 swung on a miss. Bogowski well behind that one. The count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lincoln Memorial also South Atlantic Conference champions in 2019, 2021, 2022, and 2023. So it's been a program, again, with a lot of success as of late. But now the Eagles have one of the Rail Splitters' best weapons in Emma Frost, who delivers a 2-2. It's cut on a miss, strike 3. Right on cue, Emma Frost has her 3rd strikeout. And there's one away.
For Lincoln Memorial, number 21, Nicole Cuvatier.
Nicole Cuvatier will step in. Runner still on first for the Rail Splitters, but Emma Frost with a strikeout after giving up a base hit to start the inning. Bottom 2, Eagles with a 6-0 advantage over Lincoln Memorial here this afternoon. As Frost delivers the first pitch of the at-bat, he clips the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. As Frost allowing just 2 hits. Nothing really hard hit yet off the bat of the Rail Splitters. As Frost has forced soft contact, if anything. 2 shallow hits to center field is all there is to speak of for Lincoln Memorial so far, as this one's taken high for ball 1. Carson-Newman's offense has came out swinging with 6 hits. Back-to-back RBI doubles and a bases-loaded walk. A fielder's choice off the bat at Kennedy Warder that allowed Vandergrift to slide in safely to second and a run scored. So 3 runs in the top of the second for the Eagles and a 1-1 count here with 1 away. The pitch to Cuvatier, taken on the outside edge for strike 2. Frost looking for back-to-back punch-outs. She's done a really nice job responding today, allowed base runners on first and second off a hit by pitch and a hit that put runners on first and second, but she retired the next 3. As here's the 1-2. Low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away. Emma Frost dealing to Nicole Cuvatier with Gracie Palmer on deck. And then we'll go back to the top for Reese Vivrette. Frost ready to deal the 2-2. She looks home to Warder and delivers. Popped up high, right side. It'll go out of play. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to the sophomore Cuvatier out of Knoxville, a transfer from the University of West Georgia. As Warder exchanges softballs behind the dish. Cuvatier hitting .265 in her first season with Lincoln Memorial. Has started 12 games, this being her 13th start of the season. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frost looking for back-to-back punch-outs. She'll deliver just outside, ball 3. Not a bad spot at all from Emma Frost, just missing the lower outer part of the zone. As the count moves full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good plate discipline, too, by Cuvatier to hold off. It's a tough pitch to watch in the 2-strike count, but Cuvatier does. And the count moves full. She'll square the bunt and pull back and ready for the 3-2, which is fouled off. And Cuvatier staying alive. Again, in this ballgame for both sides, there have been no easy outs. Frost and Van El, who started the game, as well as Lupton, have all had to battle to retire the respective sides this afternoon. It's been a hot start for Carson-Newman, but the at-bats have been battles in the box. The Eagles have had to fight for those hits to get on the board early. Frost ready to deal the next payoff. The pitch is line left side, foul down the left field line. The Rail Splitters applauding Nicole Cuvatier's efforts in the box to stay alive with a runner on first. Again, Lincoln Memorial looking to make a dent on the scoreboard for the first time this afternoon. Facing a big hole early after Carson-Newman has put up 3 in back-to-back innings in the first and the second. 3-2 the count remains. Frost wheels and delivers. This one looped out to second. Hughes with an easy play, and she makes it for out number 2. Frost has 3 strikeouts and on every other at-bat.
Up to the plate for LMU, number 12.
She's for soft contact.
Palmer.
2 of the soft contacts have resulted in hits, but not hits that are going to hurt you in this game. Just 2 singles for Lincoln Memorial early on. Here's Gracie Palmer with 2 down, looking to keep the inning alive and move it back to the top for the Rail Splitters. Frost looks home to Warder and delivers the first pitch of the at-bat. It's taken at the top of the zone for strike one. So Trinity Brooks will lead it off for Carson-Newman when we head to the top of the third. Then we'll go back to the top for Macy Hughes. 0-1 the count. As Palmer steps back in, she swings and misses over top of the pitch from Frost, and the count is 0-2. Really nice stuff from Emma Frost here early. Through an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. No walks, and facing her 9th batter of the day in Gracie Palmer, who will conclude the first trip through the Rail Splitters order. This one is taken low, ball one. Again, Frost in 2 strike counts has gone low and away to try and get the Rail Splitters. That time Palmer holds up as the count remains, or moves 1-2. Order looks to the dugout for the call. Gives it to Frost in the circle. Frost delivers the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off as Palmer does a nice job just to get a piece of that. One ball, 2 strikes, the count remains with 2 outs remaining. Again, if you're just joining us, Eagles have tallied 6 runs on 6 hits, also aided by an error by Stella Dendine in the infield that scored 1. As Frost will toe the rubber once again. The next one, too, is popped up right side and will go well foul. Another good fight by the Rail Splitters. They've done a good job in 2 strike counts to stay alive, but haven't necessarily been able to make anything out of it here early. Still a runner on first in Madison Henry with 2 away. As Frost delivers the next one, too, it's high, and Palmer holds up. Count moves 2-2. Slightly breezy day here in Harrogate. Sun's been shining for most of it. 65 to 68 degrees. The temperatures ranging on a beautiful day for some South Atlantic Conference softball. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes as Frost looks home and delivers. The 2-2 is looped right side. Lucero makes a nice play off the bag and foul ground for out number 3. Another soft contact out for the Rail Splitters, and that brings us to the end of the second inning. Carson-Newman leads 6-0. We'll be back with the top of the third here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back at Dorothy Neely Softball Complex, top 3 on the way between Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial. Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman leads 6-0, and there's a new arm in the game for Lincoln Memorial. It's Cassidy Miller. She'll deal to Trinity Brooks. She skips it inside and low for ball 1. So Miller, the senior out of Kingsport, Tennessee. She's pitched 4 2/3 so far this year. A 7.64 ERA. As she readies to deal the 1-0 pitch to Brooks. The delivery is inside but catches a corner for strike 1. Macy Hughes on deck. The last time this duo was back-to-back, it was the top of the second, and Brooks got aboard with a leadoff single. And then Hughes, a gap shot to right center. Scored Brooks all the way from first. Here's a 1-1. Pitch is low, but it's offered at by Brooks for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no one out for the Eagles left fielder, the freshman, who certainly has some speed. 16 stolen bases. And the speed was on display in the second, when she came around all the way from first, as this one's taken inside and low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brooks. Hitting .351 this year. 5 RBIs for her. She awaits a 2-2. The pitch is slapped back up the middle. It'll get through for another base hit. Trinity Brooks now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And now a similar situation as we saw an inning ago. Macy Hughes will step in.
Let's go, Macy.
Correction, number 12, Macy Hughes.
Come on, Macy. Let's go, Mace.
As Carson-Newman a scorching 7 of 14 to start this ball game. Hughes has gotten 2 of those hits, a single through the left side and an RBI double. As she awaits the first pitch of the at-bat, it's blown away, ball 1. In a few moments, we'll check back in on Carson-Newman baseball and see how that first game of the doubleheader between the Eagles and Montevallo panned out. It was 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Again, 2 7-inning games for the Eagles baseball team this afternoon as well. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Hughes skies it down the right field line. Couvetier after it. She makes the play for out number 1. Hughes retired for the first time this afternoon. She's now 2 for 3. As it'll be Hayden Dye to step in with 1 down. Again, Trinity Brooks on at first. We'll see if the Eagles decide to do anything on the base pass with the speedy Brooks in play. Again, 16 stolen bases for Trinity Brooks this year.
Come on, Hayden, when you say 2.
She's also scored 16 runs on the season. Dye takes for ball 1.
Come on, 2. Get on top half. Drive it.
Again, the third arm of the game in for Lincoln Memorial here in just the 3rd inning. We'll recap the other 2 pitchers, what they did for LMU this afternoon. As here is the 1-0 pitch to Dye. It's low. It's in there for a strike. Brooks taking off for second. Good throw by Tuggle behind the dish. The tag is applied. Perfect throw by Katie Tuggle, and she retires Trinity Brooks for out number 2. The ball wasn't placed perfectly. Trinity Brooks would have been in there safely, but the throw right where the tag needed to be. As the count, 1 ball and 1 strike to Hayden Dye. Now nobody aboard for the Eagles, and 2 down. Here's a pitch from Miller. It's taken high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count.
We needed that pitch last.
As Miller looks home, the lefty deals to Dye. She'll take outside, 3-1. So looking at Margot Van Elm, she pitched an inning, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Lupton came in for the next inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout as well. And now it's Cassidy Miller's turn. Here's a 3-1 to Dye. She lifts this one to right. Couvetier coming in, and she will make the play for out number 3. So Lincoln Memorial holds Carson-Newman scoreless for the first time this afternoon. It's still 6-0 now. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back for the bottom of the 3rd, the Eagles lead Lincoln Memorial 6-0. Again, first time LMU has held Carson-Newman scoreless today, coming in the top of the 3rd. As Emma Frost still in the circle, Ryan Wilkes with you here on the Eagle Sports Network. Hope everyone is having a wonderful afternoon. We'll play 2 here in Harrogate as Reese Vivret will step in. Checking in on Carson-Newman baseball. And the Eagles trail 5-3 entering the bottom of the 7th. Just 2 7-inning games for the baseball team today. We'll check in on that score here in a moment after the first offering from Frost to Vivret. No one on, no one out here, bottom 3. As the pitch to Vivret is in for strike 1. So Carson-Newman uses 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win 6-5 over Montevallo in the first of 2. As Vivret chops this one right side. Beautiful diving play by Hughes. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. What a play by Macy Hughes at second as Brooklyn Lucero goes up to show her appreciation for out number 1. Laid out, going to her left, and made the play on the diving stop. Got up through to first in time. Here's Anna Kate Reister with 1 down. As the first pitch from Frost is high, ball 1. So Carson-Newman baseball in the bottom of the 7th. 2 home runs, 2 solo shots, one by Spencer Williams, one by James Denton, and then Frankie Delgado's single scored 1 as he brought in Ryan Potts, and the Eagles win the first of 2. What a win for Carson-Newman baseball against a good Montevallo team as the next pitch from Frost is in for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Anna Kate Reister here in the bottom of the 3rd. Carson-Newman holding on to a 6-0 lead. It's been a great start from Emma Frost as Reister fights this one off. And the count remains 0-2. Emma Frost's line has been impressive so far. 2 1/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts. And the 2 hits really have just been soft contact. Lincoln Memorial fighting it off into center. As here's a 0-2 offering. Reister almost offers at the off-speed down low. Nice job to hold up as the count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. 56 pitches so far for Frost here in this one, facing her former team where she accumulated quite a few accolades. We've talked about them. She had a really nice career here in 4 years at Lincoln Memorial, but now taking her talents down the road to Mossy Creek. Here's a 1-2. Reister fights it off, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the hits for Lincoln Memorial have been soft hit, but also fighting in the box, not letting anything come easy to Emma Frost this afternoon. But Frost has won most, if not all, of the battles in long counts so far this afternoon. Count remains 1-2. Frost delivers to Reister. This one lined down the right field line, but foul. So Frost, again, 3 seasons with triple-digit strikeouts for LMU. She had 167 in 2021 and a whopping 235 in 2022 before another 152 in 2023. She's up to 87 with Carson-Newman, including the 3 today. And she's looking for 88th. Count remains 1-2 the pitch. Just outside, it misses for ball 2. A good spot for Emma Frost, but Reister holding up. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The lefty Reister steps back in. And she fights this one off again. Count remains 2-2. Stella Dendine on deck. Kate Pizzuto in the hole for the Rail Splitters, looking to make a dent in this deficit. Again, it's been all Carson-Newman in the early going. 6-0 the advantage in a overall series that Lincoln Memorial has owned over the past few seasons. 11 of the last 12 have gone to LMU. The next 2-2 is corkscrewed right side. Lucero takes care of it. Takes it herself to the bag for out number 2. Another soft contact ball put in play by Lincoln Memorial. And it goes right to Brooklyn Lucero. Here's Stella Dendine with 2 down. Nobody aboard for Lincoln Memorial. As Dendine, the junior, out of Valkenswaard, Netherlands, started her career at Florida Southwestern State, now with Lincoln Memorial, as she awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. This one popped up and out of play behind home plate. Second season for Dendine in Harrogate, her junior year last year. She started all 61 games, posted a .343 batting average, 53 RBIs, so she had a really nice season in addition to 13 home runs. As she awaits the 0-1, beautiful off-speed for strike two, catches the top of the zone, and Emma Frost one strike away from a 1-2-3 third inning. 0-2 the count. As a right-handed Dendine steps back in, Frost looks home to Warder and delivers a 0-2. This one popped up, shallow right center. Hughes is going to call off Vandergriff and Martin and make the play for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 frame for Emma Frost. She continues to roll against her former team, and we'll head to the top of the fourth. It's all Eagle, 6-0 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeandeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Macaulay Bailey will lead off the top of the fourth as the Eagles look to add to this sizable 6-0 lead. Here on the Eagle Sports Network, as Miller back in the circle for Lincoln Memorial. As she'll deal the first pitch to Bailey. This one ripped left side, scooped up at short by Palmer. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Hard hit by Bailey, but right to Palmer at short. And a quick out number 1 for Cassidy Miller and the Rail Splitters. I'll give way to Brooke Matazowski, the SAC Player of the Week a week ago. A transfer from Eastern Connecticut State. She's had a really nice season with Carson-Newman. First pitch to her is taken outside for ball 1. 317 for Matazowski on the season in the box. She's hit 11 home runs, first on the team. Macaulay Bailey right behind her with 10. As here's the pitch to Matazowski. It misses the outside edge for ball 2. Lucero on deck, Vandergriff in the hole for Carson-Newman. Holding the sizable lead over its rivals, Lincoln Memorial here in Harrogate. On a beautiful day, partly cloudy, just wispy clouds over the backdrop of Dorothy Neely Softball Complex. This one's high for ball 3. A 3-0 count for Brooke Matazowski, as Miller will toe the rubber and see if she can work a strike in this at-bat. The 3-0 offering is low and outside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Brooke Matazowski, and with the way she's been hitting the ball, that's not the worst outcome for Cassidy Miller and LMU.
Brooklyn Lucero.
Here's Brooklyn Lucero with 1 down. Again, if you missed it, Carson-Newman overcomes a 5-3 deficit, at once trailed 5-0. To beat Montevallo back in Mossy Creek. They'll play another here in just a little while. We'll keep an eye on that one as Lucero takes a strike on the top of the zone for strike 1. Lucero, 2 walks on the afternoon. A walk that scored 1 with the bases loaded in the first, and then a walk in the second as well. Here's a 0-1 pitch. Lucero lifts it to shallow left. Nice play on the run by Palmer for out number 2. That one threatened to get over the head of Gracie Palmer, but she leaped and made the play for out number 2. That'll bring in Mary Vandergriff. The Eagles looking to avoid going down scoreless for the second consecutive inning, but an early lead keeps the Eagles in front 6-0. Lincoln Memorial has struggled to do much offensively, much thanks to Emma Frost. First pitch to the at-bat to Vandergrift, taken high for ball 1. Matazowski on first after a 4-pitch walk. And Vandergrift looking to keep the inning alive for Carson-Newman. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Vandergrift lifts it to deep right. On the run is Couvetier, and she makes the play for out number 3. Hard hit ball by Mary Vandergrift, but a nice play on the run by Nicole Couvetier, and the Eagles go down scoreless in the 4th, but still hold the 6-0 lead here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back for the bottom of the 4th. Lincoln Memorial holds Carson-Newman scoreless for the second consecutive inning, but right now it's a moot point with Carson-Newman out in front. 6-0, and Lincoln Memorial has struggled to get really any offensive momentum, being out hit 7-2. Here's Katie Pizzuto. Nobody on and nobody out. For Emma Frost, first pitch from her is check swung, popped up behind the plate. Warder gets up from her stance and makes the play for out number 1. Nice awareness by Kennedy Warder to spring out of her stance and find the glow ball in the blue sky, and she makes the play for the first out. That'll bring in Katie Tuggle. No one on for her here in the bottom of the 4th. As Frost toes the rubber in the circle, she'll deliver the first pitch to the at-bat. It clips the top of the inside corner for strike 1. Smooth sailing so far for Emma Frost through 3 1/3. 3 strikeouts for her on the afternoon, only 2 hits allowed on soft contact to shallow center. So nothing really hard hit for Lincoln Memorial yet today as Tuggle takes an off-speed pitch at the knees for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. As Frost not skipping a beat here in the 4th. Madison Henry on deck. In the hole is Hannah Bogowski. As Frost delivers the 0-2. Off-speed just misses outside for ball 1. Emma Frost has been really solid with her locations in 2 strike counts. But Lincoln Memorial has done a nice job holding up on the pitches just slightly outside of the zone. As count moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 to Tuggle. This one gripped to left, but it's tailing foul. Maybe the hardest hit ball of the day off Emma Frost was a foul ball, as Tuggle got a good piece of that one. But well foul off to the left into the bullpen. As the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One down for Emma Frost in the Eagle defense as Frost delivers the next 1-2. Shallow fly ball in the infield. It's Hughes over to take care of it for out number 2. 2 pop-ups here in the 4th for 2 outs, and it'll be Madison Henry to step up. Nobody on and 2 away. Frost gets ready to deal with the first pitch of the at-bat. As Frost will deliver. This one catches the outside edge for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count to Emma Frost. 2 down for the Eagle defense. Recapping the defensive alignment, Lucero's at first, Hughes at second, Dye at short, Matazowski at third. and Warder behind the dish as Frost delivers a 0-1 pitch. Catches the inside edge for strike 2. In the outfield, it's Mary Vandergriff in right, Abby Martin in center, and Trinity Brooks in left. As it's been a nice showing from both Emma Frost in the circle and the Eagle defense. Frost ready to deliver the 0-2. Here's the pitch to Henry. This one lifted to center. Martin towards her left, and she makes the play for out number 3. Hardest hit ball in play for Lincoln Memorial this afternoon results in an out. A line drive to center field, snared by Abby Martin, and another scoreless frame for the Lincoln Memorial offense. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Eagles lead 6-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeandeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Back for the top of the 5th, Carson-Newman well out in front of Lincoln Memorial, 6-0 as Miller back in the circle for LMU. And Kennedy Warder will take the first pitch, low and away for ball 1. Really nice stuff from Emma Frost in the circle, as she retires another 3 straight rail splitters in the 4th. As Warder awaits a 1-0 pitch, she lifts this one to right. Couvetier over on it, and she makes a play for out number 1.
Next up for the Eagles, number 14, Abby.
Abby Martin will step in. It was a hot start for the Eagles, 3 runs in each of the first 2 innings, but since then, the offense has slowed up just a bit. Scoreless in their last 2 are the Eagles, looking to extend this lead. Here in the 5th, Martin fouls this one off right side, and the count moves 0-1. If you're just joining us, hot start for Carson-Newman, getting 3 runs in each of the first 2 innings. Started the game off with 3 straight singles and turned that into 3 runs in the first, and then a pair of RBI doubles by Hayden Dye and Macy Hughes in the second gave the Eagles 3 more. This one's taken outside and away for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike, nobody out for Cassidy Miller and the Lincoln Memorial defense. As Martin readies, this one is slapped right side and foul. Martin in the box, Brooks on deck, then we'll head back to the top for Macy Hughes, who is 2 for 3. Started the game off with a single, eventually came in to score in her first plate appearance, and then ripped an RBI double and scored Trinity Brooks. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Miller seeing extended time here in her outing today, as she deals a 1-2. This one's lifted to right center. Couvetier on the run, and she makes the play towards her right for out number 2. It's been a busy couple innings for Nicole Couvetier in right field, and she makes a nice play on the run for out number 2. That brings in Trinity Brooks with 2 down. For Miller, mentioned it's been a longer appearance for her this season, as Brooks awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. Brooks slaps it in front of the plate, but it gets off of her, a foul ball. So Miller has only seen an inning at the most this year. Pitched an inning against Ohio Dominican, an inning against Lee, against Saginaw Valley, and Emory and Henry. But today she's getting a bit of a longer leash, as Lincoln Memorial has already had to use 2 other arms. Brooks slaps this one to shallow center. It'll be Couvetier towards her right again, and she'll make the play for out number 3. 3 outs retired by Nicole Couvetier in right, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The Eagles still out in front 6-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Back for the bottom of the fifth, Ryan Wilkes with you on the Eagles Sports Network as the Eagles lead through 4.5. We're here in the bottom of the fifth. It's 6-0 Carson-Newman. Emma Frost back in the circle to face off against Hannah Boguski as the first pitch to her is taken down the middle, strike one. Beautiful afternoon here in Harrogate, Tennessee. Started off a little cooler in the mid-40s, but it has cranked up to about 65 degrees this afternoon with a slight breeze. Very pleasant weather for softball as the 0-1 fastball swung on a miss up high for strike two. Emma Frost looking for strikeout number 4. As Emma Frost, she has been a strikeout pitcher for her career for the most part, but today it's been mostly pitching to soft contact. Lincoln Memorial hasn't been able to get much hard contact on the ball at all as the 0-2 swung on a miss, strike 3. 4 strikeouts now for Emma Frost, and there's one away. Here's Nicole Couvatier. She had a real busy inning in right field, recorded all 3 outs in the top of the fifth. And now she'll step up to the plate. Rail Splitters only able to get 2 hits up to this point off of the Eagles' arm, Emma Frost. Here's the first pitch. It's right down the middle, strike 1. Frost has looked good this afternoon. Now through 4 1/3. 2 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts after she got Bogoski on 3 pitches. She ready to deliver the 0-1 to Nicole Couvatier. The pitch swung on a miss, strike 2. Lincoln Memorial started off the day battling really hard in the box, and it's done so most of the day, but now quickly Couvatier down 0-2 after Bogoski strikes out on 3 pitches. Frost readies, deals a 0-2 to Couvatier. This one's well high and taken for ball 1. Not a bad idea going up high to try and get Couvatier to off-round after swinging at the first 2, but she wisely holds up, and the count is 1-2 strikes. Frost spins the ball in her right hand, looks home to Warder, and deals a 1-2. This one's popped up behind the plate and foul. Couvatier, the sophomore out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Having a solid season with LMU so far, 265 edge. This one, grounded right side. Lucero takes a step off first, makes the play, and takes it herself for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Emma Frost.
Number 12, Gracie Palmer.
As Gracie Palmer will step in before heading back to the top of the lineup for Reese Vivret. 2 down for Frost in the Eagle defense. As the righty Frost looks home to Warder. Delivers the first pitch to the at-bat. It's low for ball 1. One ball and no strikes to Gracie Palmer, the 9-hole hitter this afternoon for LMU. As Frost delivers right down the middle, called strike 1. Again, we'll play 2 this afternoon. The Eagles and the Rail Splitters will take about a 30-minute break at the conclusion of this one. And then we'll play 1 more as the Eagles search for their 10th win of the season in conference. 9-1 in conference play. Have been on a hot streak as of late as the 1-1 off speed down in the turf for ball 2. Again, the Eagles have really turned the tide on this 2024 season. Started out 2-8 and winners of 17 in their last 20. To sit at 19-11 and 9-1 in conference play. This one's popped up right side and foul. Count moves 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Frost. The base is empty for Lincoln Memorial and Gracie Palmer in the box. She'll stand back in. The 2-2 pitch from Frost. Foul tipped in the glove of Warder. Out number 3. 2 strikeouts for Frost in the frame, and she puts the Rail Splitters down 1-2-3. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Eagles lead 6-0 as Emma Frost continues to roll on the mound here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeandeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's seeandeagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Back to the top for Macy Hughes to lead off the top of the 6th as the Eagles lead 6-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Ryan Wilkes with you this afternoon, taking you through all the action here at Dorothy Neely Softball Complex as Miller deals the first pitch to Hughes. This one's lifted to center. It'll be Couvetier again in right, who comes over to make the play. That's 4 straight outs recorded for Nicole Couvetier. And there's one down. It'll be Hayden Dye to step in. Starting off this 2-3-4 combination for the Eagles that is just deadly in the box. It goes Dye, Bailey, and Mazowski. It doesn't get much easier going down from there. So Miller back in the circle. Again, getting an extended appearance this afternoon. She hasn't pitched more than 1 inning on the season as Dye lifts this one right center. Couvetier back, and it gets down on the base of the wall. Dye racing to second. She'll slide in safely for a 1-out double. Another ball lifted to right center, and that time it was in the gap, and Couvetier couldn't quite get to it. And now Dye in position for Macaulay Bailey. That one just a couple feet from getting out and being the Eagles' first long ball of the day.
Come on, Mac. Come on, Mac. Get the hands up.
But nonetheless, Dye on second with a 1-out double. Here's the pitch, Miller to Bailey. The fastball is in for strike 1. So in what has been the longest appearance of the season,
Come on, Mac.
for Cassidy Miller, she stands back in the circle. And she'll deliver the 0-1 pitch. Bailey fouls it off, gets off the head of the catcher, Tuggle. And it's strike 2.
Gotta get the hands out, Mac.
No balls and 2 strikes to Macaulay Bailey.
Expect anything here, Mac.
With 1 down here in the frame. Miller threw 3 1/3, and that's her longest appearance of the season by over 2 innings. The pitch to Bailey is roped to left. Going back to left fielder, and it's gone. Macaulay Bailey leaves the yard. Riestra gave it a look but couldn't get there, and it's 8-0 Carson-Newman. An absolute rocket off the bat of Macaulay Bailey as she'll touch them all. And the Eagles extend the lead. A 2-run blast for Macaulay Bailey and the Eagles
Now batting, number 42.
out in front here in the 6th.
Mazowski.
Let's go, Brooke.
First time the Eagles have scored since the 2nd, but it was that hot start that got the Eagles out in front, and solid pitching by Emma Frost. And now Macaulay Bailey twists the knife a little bit and makes it 8-0. Here's Brooke Matazowski. The pitch to her. Clips the outside corner for strike one. Bailey with her 11th blast of the season, as she continues what's been another great year in her sophomore campaign for Carson-Newman. Here's a 0-1 to Matazowski. She drills it left side, but is tailing foul over the dugout, over the bullpen for Lincoln Memorial. 0-2 the count.
Stay high, Brooke.
As Matazowski readies for the 0-2 pitch. Still just one down for LMU.
You ready for anything right here, Brooke?
Here at the top of the sixth. 0-2 the count. Matazowski awaits. She dribbles this one left side. Then Dine scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. The Eagles in run-rule territory now, so 3 outs would end this ball game defensively.
Eagles, number 99, Brooklyn Lucero.
As Lucero steps in with 2 down. Nobody aboard for her.
Started with 2, 9. What do you say now? Gotta keep the hands high, Brooklyn. Go hard with it.
Miller back in the circle, ready to deal the first pitch of the at-bat. She looks home to Tuggle and deals. Lucero takes high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to the NC State transfer, Brooklyn Lucero. As Miller readies and fires the 1-0. That one's outside. Ball 2. Vandergriff on deck. In the hole is Kennedy Warder here with 2 down. As Miller spins the ball in her left hand and deals. Lucero takes top of the zone. Call it strike 1. Good response by Cassidy Miller. As Lucero stands back in. Here's a 2-1 from Miller. Down to the glove of Tuggle, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. It's an 8-0 ball game in favor of Carson-Newman, as the Eagles have really gotten it done this afternoon, both at the plate and in the field. 9 hits to just 2 for Lincoln Memorial, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Lucero waits at 2-2. The pitch from Miller, swung and a missed up high, strike 3. But the Eagles get 2 on Macaulay Bailey's 11th home run of the season. As we'll head to the bottom of the 6th, the Eagles have a chance to close it out in run rule fashion here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92.
Number 14. Abby Martin.
Now Abby Martin steps up with one away.
Come, Abby.
As she takes down low, ball one. Runner on first to Mary Vandergriff after she singled. And Lincoln Memorial gets a run back in the sixth, but it's still an 8-1 game in favor of Carson-Newman and a chance to add more. Martin awaits the pitch from Miller. Here it is. This one's slapped right side and foul. Count moves 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away after the fly out by Kennedy Warder.
Trying to twist. Back shoulder through it.
It's Martin back in the box. She's 0 for 3 this afternoon, but 3 balls put in play. As she awaits the 1-1 from Miller. The pitch popped up behind home plate and foul.
Let's go battle. Battle.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. To Abby Martin trying to fight in the box here with Mary Vandergriff aboard first. Miller back in the circle for the Rail Splitters. Vandergriff on first with 1 down. Here's a pitch from Miller. High. Ball 2.
Let's go. We're still snapping back shoulder through.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the center fielder Abby Miller. As Casty Miller for LMU gets ready to deliver the 2-2. The pitch taken high and away. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Mary Vandergriff on first after the single. If you're just joining us, Carson-Newman leads Lincoln Memorial 8-1. Much powered by the 6 runs in the first and second inning, 3 in both, to give the Eagles the lead. As a 3-2 is slapped down the right field line, and it's just foul. Martin stays alive and almost got extra bases on that one slap down the right field line as the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Go head down on it here. See the ball big.
Miller looks home. Tuggle gets the call and will deliver the next payoff. Miller takes high, ball 4, and she'll take first base. Vandergriff advances to second as now Trinity Brooks comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position.
15, Trinity Brooks.
Read defense, 15. Read it. On, Trinity.
The left-handed Brooks steps in as Vandergriff now aboard second, Martin on first. It's been a nice day so far for Brooks. 2 singles and a fly out, 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Here's a pitch to Brooks. She takes top of the zone for strike 1. 8-1 the lead for Carson-Newman, out hitting Lincoln Memorial 10-3. As LMU recorded its first hit in quite a few innings just a minute ago on a triple by Reese Vivret. Got into scoring position, scored on a sacrifice fly. Here's a 0-1 pitch to Brooks. She pops it up left side. It's Dine over on foul ground, so make the play for out number 2.
Come on, Riley. Hit the ball, Riley.
Now batting number 12, Macy Hughes.
Hughes will step in with 2 down. Runner still on first and second for the Eagles. In a game which has been dominated by Carson-Newman. Again, it was a great start. They got the Eagles out in front. And Carson-Newman has not looked back so far today. First pitch of the at-bat is high. Actually, it'll be Riley Sharp to pinch hit for Carson-Newman as she steps in the box with 2 down. So Sharp comes in for Hughes, and she takes the 1-0 pitch on the outer edge for strike 1. Hayden Dye on deck, Macaulay Bailey in the hole for Carson-Newman, looking to add a little bit of insurance here in the top of the 7th. The lefty Miller looks home, the right-handed Sharp awaits the 1-1. Here's a pitch. Sharp lifts it to shallow right. Couverture giving chase. It'll drop but in foul ground. As count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vandergriff and Martin retreat to their respective bases. Still first and second with 2 down. And Sharp, nice piece of contact right there. Just couldn't find that right field line as it tailed foul. Count remains 1-2. as Miller delivers high, ball 2. Sharp getting her first at-bats of the afternoon. She started 3 games this season, 13 at-bats, and 2 hits to her name so far in her freshman season. Has a 2-2, chopped left side. Throw to first by Palmer is in time for out number 3. So Eagles straying runners on first and second, but still hold the 8-1 advantage and look to close it out in the top of the 7th on the other side here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back on the Eagles Sports Network, bottom 7 here. Eagles look to close it out. As Emma Frost remains in the circle, she'll face off with Katie Tuggle.
Into catch for Carson-Newman, number 5, Bailey.
Is Bailey Worley now in to catch for Carson-Newman, taking over for Kennedy Warder. And Riley Sharp will move out to second. So that's a change for Carson-Newman. Everything else stays the same here in the 7th. As the Eagles look to close out what would be an impressive victory over Lincoln Memorial and its 10th in conference play. First pitch, Frost to Tuggle, taken outside corner, called strike 1. No balls at 1 strike, nobody out. Frost dealing to Tuggle. As Worley gets a sign from the dugout and readies for the 0-1 pitch. Tuggle takes high, ball 1. Bailey Worley behind the plate for the Eagles. She's appeared in 2 games this year. She's appeared in 11 games this year, my apologies. She's started 2 in her career, appearing in her 12th game this afternoon. In her sophomore season out of Black Mountain, North Carolina, she gets a signal. Ready for the 1-1, which just misses for ball 2.
Trust your defense, you got this.
2 balls and 1 strike to Tuggle. As Frost toes the rubber. Looks home and delivers a 2-1 pitch. That's high, ball 3. So Lincoln Memorial will look to slowly but surely cut into this deficit if they're able to get anything going off of Emma Frost. Only 3 hits off of Frost this afternoon, and Frost up to 6 strikeouts, making it 90 on the season for her. Came the day with 84. Looks well on her way to another triple-digit strikeout season. It will be her 4th. The 3-1 is popped up left side and foul. What a career it's been for Emma Frost. Again, 4 years at Lincoln Memorial before spending her last year of eligibility here with Carson-Newman. It's definitely a welcome piece for the Eagles to have. As Worley gets the call from the dugout. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count to Tuggle. Frost looks home, delivers the payoff. Popped up and foul. Frost has yet to give up a bag this afternoon via the walk. She did have a hit by pitch back in the 1st. But other than that, she hasn't allowed any free bases. Looking to avoid doing that right here. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it'll be the 99th pitch of the afternoon. The off-speed is fouled off by Tuggle. She stays alive. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman baseball likely underway against Montevallo for the 2nd of 2. Again, doubleheader both sides today, baseball and softball. Carson-Newman wins the first game in walk-off fashion as Tuggle slaps this to left, but it's Brooks on the run who takes care of it for out number 1.
Next up for Lincoln Memorial, number 8, Madison Henry.
Here's Madison Henry who will step in
Straight up the middle right
with
here.
one down. As Carson-Newman still holds the 8-1 advantage. And Frost continues to roll them out. She's up to 106 pitches on the afternoon. And she deals the first pitch to Henry. This one popped up left side. Matazowski giving chase, but she'll watch it just over the fence foul. No balls and 1 strike now to Henry. Hitting in the 6th spot this afternoon, Hannah Bogoski on deck. Nicole Couvetier in the hole. 6, 7, 8 we go in Lincoln Memorial's lineup. As here's a 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball stays low. Ball 1. Nobody aboard here for LMU in the 7th. It's an 8-1 Carson-Newman lead.
Come on, Em.
As Frost gets back in the circle, toes the rubber. And will deliver the 1-1. That one catches the top of the zone. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count with 1 away. As the opportunity is quickly dwindling for Lincoln Memorial to get back in this ball game. If the result stands, it'll be Carson-Newman's 10th conference win of the season. Will put them right near the top of the South Atlantic Conference standings as Henry slaps this one left side, tailing foul. As Trinity Brooks trots over to retrieve it. Count remains 1-2 to the left-handed hitting Madison Henry. Here's a pitch from Frost. This one slapped to right, and it's down for a base hit. Vandergriff scoops it up, but LMU has a base runner here with 1 away.
Next up for Lincoln Memorial, number 4, Alyssa Williams.
So we'll see a pinch hitter now. For LMU, it'll be Alyssa Williams to pinch hit for Hannah Bogoski. The freshman out of Morristown, Tennessee, steps in with 1 down. Double play is in order for Carson-Newman's defense, which would end this game on a favorable ground ball up the middle. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat, swung on a miss on the fastball for strike 1. 5 at-bats on the season, this being the 6th for Alyssa Williams. Hitting .200, she has 1 hit in 5 plate appearances. As Henry on first with 1 away. The pitch to Williams, taken inside corner, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. As Frost takes a step off the rubber. She gets the call from Worley. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. The pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. That's number 7 for Emma Frost, and there's 2 down. Eagles 1 out away from securing their 10th South Atlantic Conference victory in the first of 2 over their rivals. Here's Couvetier with 2 down. Runner still on first for Lincoln Memorial. Here's a pitch from Frost. High, ball 1. Frost up to 115 pitches this afternoon. Looking for the complete game. 1-run performance against her former team. It's been quite the start for Emma Frost this afternoon. 6 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts as she puts the next one at the top of the zone, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Lincoln Memorial down to its last out. As Frost will deliver the 1-1. Just outside, ball 2.
Nice location.
Two balls and 1 strike. As Frost back on the rubber. Looks home to Worley, recently subbed in behind the dish. The 2-1. Swung on and fouled back, strike 2. LMU down to its last strike. As her former teammate Emma Frost has done really solid work on the rubber today and looking to close this one out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Cuvatiro waits. Frost delivers. Outside, corner called, strike 3. That'll do it here in Game 1. Emma Frost finishes off a complete game. 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts to her name as Carson-Newman takes its 10th South Atlantic Conference victory, moves to 20-11 overall, and Lincoln Memorial Falls moves to 6-5 in conference, 19-16 overall. We'll play another one here in about 30 minutes. Carson-Newman takes Game 1, 8-1. We'll be back with coverage of Game 2 here on the Eagle Sports Network.